You know the feeling. A colleague sends you a spreadsheet, you open it up, and it's a total disaster. The frustration is so real. But what if you could take that chaos and turn it into perfect, usable clarity? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do today.
It's a feeling we've all had, right? Inconsistent formatting, random blank cells, duplicate entries everywhere. I mean, this isn't just annoying, it's actually dangerous. Messy data is unreliable data, and it can seriously sabotage your work.
And this quote? It just nails it. Just like kryptonite is for Superman, bad data completely weakens your ability to make smart decisions. So the stakes are way, way higher than just a messy-looking file.
So here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we'll get into the real dangers of dirty data. Then we'll see the awesome power of getting it clean. We're going to cover the one crucial step that most people skip. Then we'll learn how to spot all the usual problems, and I'll give you an essential toolkit to fix them. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with the single most important rule you should never, ever forget.
Okay, first up, let's talk about why we should even care about this stuff. I mean, what are the real consequences of just ignoring the mess and kind of hoping for the best?
Yeah, this really isn't about just being tidy. Dirty data leads directly to bad business intelligence. Seriously, think about it. You could be wasting thousands of dollars on a marketing campaign that's going to outdated addresses. Or maybe you're basing a huge strategic decision on numbers that are just plain wrong. It is a silent killer for productivity and success.
Okay, enough of the doom and gloom. Let's totally flip the script here. What happens when you actually invest a little bit of time in getting your data right? Well, the payoff, as you're about to see, is absolutely huge.
Just look at how real these benefits are. This is not some abstract idea. Improve customer acquisition. That means your marketing team isn't wasting money on contacting the same person 3 times. Enhanced decision-making? Well, that means your boss can actually trust the numbers they're looking at. Every single one of these points translates directly into time saved, money saved, and, a much healthier bottom line. This is the real why behind cleaning up your data.
All right, so you're motivated, you're ready to go, you want to start cleaning. But hold on a second. The single biggest mistake people make is just jumping right in and fixing problems one by one as they spot them. There's a much, much smarter first step.
I just love this little story. A teacher once put a note in a quiz that said, "Do not answer the first 18 questions." Now, all the students who jumped right in, they failed. But the ones who took a second to survey the whole test first, they passed. Data cleaning is exactly the same. You have to understand the size of the problem before you dive in.
Now, this whole survey step, it has a formal name. It's called data profiling. Think of it as the diagnostic phase. You're like a doctor examining a patient, figuring out everything that's wrong before you even think about writing a prescription. You cannot skip this.
And you know what the best part is? You don't need any fancy or expensive software to do this. The most powerful tool for profiling is already built right into your spreadsheet program. Just by formatting your data as a table, you unlock this super simple way to see all the unique values hiding out in each column.
Hey, take a look at this. That little filter drop-down menu gives you a quick, alphabetized list of every single unique thing in that column. You can instantly spot typos, extra spaces, or weird values that just don't belong. This simple feature is literally like having X-ray vision for your data's problems.
So, you're profiling your data. What exactly are you looking for? Well, it turns out most data errors fall into just a few common categories. So, let's meet the usual suspects. And here they are. You'll almost always find duplicates that are inflating your numbers and empty cells that are breaking all your formulas. You'll see inconsistent formatting, those super annoying extra spaces, and my personal favorite, when you have multiple pieces of information all jammed into one cell, which makes it totally impossible to analyze.
Let's start with duplicates. Now, the first step isn't to delete them, it's to see them. With conditional formatting, you can make every single duplicate cell light up instantly. This lets you see just how big the problem is before you do anything else.
Once you've found them, Excel and Sheets give you this simple, powerful tool to fix the issue. You can tell it to remove rows that are duplicates based on one column, or maybe based on several columns together. It's a really fast and effective way to clean things up.
Okay, so we've identified the problems. Now for the fun part, the tools that are going to make you feel like a data superhero. These are simple, built-in functions that do all the heavy lifting for you.
This might be the single most satisfying fix in all of spreadsheets. Look at the data on the left. All those extra spaces, those weird characters. But by applying 2 simple functions, trim and clean, bam! You get the perfect, clean result on the right.
This is an absolute game changer for getting your data consistent.
Now for that classic problem we talked about earlier. Here you can see the time, the day of the week, and the sales numbers all crammed together in one column. You can't sort by time, you can't calculate total sales. It's basically useless like this.
So how do you fix it? With the Text to Columns wizard. This slide right here shows the magic step. See where it says delimiters? You literally just tell the program what character is separating your data. In this case, it's just a simple space.
And here is the fantastic result. With just a couple of clicks, that one messy column is transformed into 3 perfectly structured, totally usable columns. Now you can analyze and filter this data the right way. It's such an incredibly powerful tool.
Okay, we've covered a lot of different tools and techniques, but they all serve one single overarching principle. This is the one thing you must never, ever forget when you're working with data.
It all comes down to this: the integrity of your data. Look, the goal here was never just to make a spreadsheet look pretty. It's to make sure the information inside it is accurate, that it's credible, and that it's trustworthy. Every single cleaning action you take has to serve that one goal.
So let's end on this thought. Data cleaning isn't the end of the road. It's really just the beginning. Once your data is clean and reliable, you can finally trust it. You can build charts, you can find trends, you can make decisions with real confidence. So the real question is, what powerful story is just waiting to be discovered?